All right. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being on and just spending some time with us tonight. It's always fun to just be able to see everybody's faces because this business can be kind of lonely sometimes. There can be times where you're like, it's just me doing this. But it's not. When you look, there's tons of other people, and that's why I love the live events because you get to see everybody in person. But tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a new program coming out in January, is the actual launch date of it. But I'll talk about dates later, and it is called Transform 20. So I'm going to have some slides because I'm going to have lots of information. But make sure that you guys take notes. If you have questions, you can put them in the chat. I won't look at them while I'm talking, but I will address the questions at the end. So if there's anything that you missed or you're like want to know more details about, definitely ask down there and we can get to those at the end of our little call. So let me start share. There we go. And then you guys should be able to see my screen. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay. I will say I am not a fancy person when it comes to slides. Like these are boring as all gets out, but y'all are just going to have to deal with it. I'll blame it on having a 5-month-old, whatever. Anyway, so let's talk about Transform 20. I am stinking pumped. This was actually the first test group that I've ever been able to be a part of, which is such an honor for me to be able to do. And I got to like kind of see the behind the scenes of it. But I want us to just really dig in, and I want to encourage you guys to do this program. Like, take advantage of Beachbody and the hype that they put around their programs because they spend I don't know how much, probably millions of dollars in advertising. And so it's not just you and your Instagram or your Facebook putting it out there. It is Beachbody putting this out there. So if people know that you are a coach, they're going to come to you if they see that you're excited about this program. And you don't have to use the name of the program to let people know. When you get when you get things, you can show the materials that you have. And we'll talk about those here in a little bit. And people will start figuring out that you're doing this program. So with that being said, thanks to Courtney Harden, actually, she came up with the idea of Tribe Transforms in 20. And I was thinking, ooh, maybe we could do in 20-19 because it actually starts in 2019, but we'll see. Because the workouts are only 20 minutes long, which is awesome. And we'll use the hashtag Tribe Transforms. And I want to share a little bit more about that because I want to create this community, this momentum of everybody kind of doing it together and creating this like crazy amount of FOMO. I want to create a lot of FOMO is what I want to do. Okay, so the details of this program, it is 20 minutes long. I have not worked out for longer than 20 minutes. I'm on my 8th week. Actually, I'm doing the program twice. It is 6 days a week. So those of you guys that are doing Live 4, you're going to have to add a couple of extra days now. I promise it's not so bad. I did it. It was a good transition for me. It is only 6 weeks long though. So a total of 36 workouts. It is designed to help you scorch fat, tone your abs, legs, upper body, and glutes. I've noticed mostly in my stomach, for sure in my upper body, which is crazy because there's no weights in it. So you wouldn't think that your upper body, and my legs. And then my butt's just always sore. I don't know. It is seriously always sore. So he always has us doing squats or some kind of thing in there. The equipment that's needed is a step, although I'll talk later that there are some optional weighted workouts. It is recorded in real time. So that means that whenever I did the test group, Sean was recording it. And that means that like whenever it is on Beachbody On Demand, it'll be the first time that everybody is doing it and everybody's going to do it at the same time. So there was no like redos or anything like that. Like you get Sean raw, like how he is. And if you've done any of his workouts, you know that he's just like, whatever comes to mind comes out of his mouth sometimes. And we're going to be creating this movement with this because everybody is going to be on the same workout on the same day. And there's something about that. If you've never been in a group where everybody did the same workout at the same time, it is the coolest experience ever. I will always go back to our 80-day obsession group from last year, and it was off the chain. Like, I had so many girls finishing on day 80 together that I've ever had. And that's a long program. So I can't even imagine what the excitement for 6 weeks going. Okay, so some dates to remember. The packages, the challenge packs, all of that stuff that's going to come with everything is on sale December 4th. And so if you want to get the VIP early access, if you want to get the bundle that comes with the step, that's all on sale December 4th. But it will not be on Beachbody On Demand until January 14th, or that's day one. I'm sure they'll put it on there like a week before or a couple of days before, something like that. But it's, yes, that's a month in advance, but the reason they're giving that big, long chunk of time between the first time it sells and the first day that we do this program is so that people get their steps and they aren't like a week into the program and don't have their materials to actually do the program yet. It is going to be on the Beachbody On Demand library for everybody that has Beachbody On Demand April 1st. So like Lift 4, it was like the early access was the middle of July, but it came on Beachbody On Demand October. So if someone doesn't want to purchase the early access, that's okay. They can still do it on April 1st. Okay. What's included? There is 6 weeks of live 20-minute workouts. There are some additional workouts, though, that are specific to abs or specific to booty or something like that. And those are like 10-minute workouts that you can add on if you want to add those on. There's additional weighted workouts. So there's 2 of the days, and I'll show you the workout names here in a little bit. There's one day called strength and one day called cut. You can sub in the weighted workouts, the ones that have like dumbbells, if you want to do those instead of the regular scheduled workouts. I've only done a week of those and I loved them, but I'm a weights kind of person. So I didn't feel like it was missing. I liked the first 6 weeks without the weights, but I loved adding in the weights. So I'll get to do another one tomorrow. So if you follow me on Instagram at Meg Seals, come watch my workout tomorrow morning and I'll show some of the moves with the weights. There is a food and mindset tracker. So if you are a To Be Mindset person and you love your tracker and you love tracking down your food, there's one I'm going to show you here in a little bit that comes with this program, okay, which is so exciting. I love that. We've never had a program that came with a physical tracker with it. There's a transformer tracker. Transformers are 1-minute challenges. You get 3 transformers every workout and they're repeated every week. So every Monday you do the same 3 1-minute workouts and it's kind of like a you versus you. Like you try to beat your time or beat your number each week, which is really cool. It comes with a step, and then there's an eating plan. The eating plan is primarily like container-based, like 21-day fix, but in the eating plan, it also says you are totally allowed to do To Be Mindset, which is kind of new for our programs also. So they talk about you can either follow To Be Mindset or you can follow the container-based program. So I want to show you some of these materials, and I think I'm supposed to share these with you guys, but I'm not sure. So don't go blasting. If you're recording, don't go blasting this everywhere, by the way. But this is what I told you about the food and mindset tracker. This is what it looks like. This is the top half of it. I'm going to show you the bottom half. So it talks about your date, a place for you to put your weight, what workout you did. If you did any bonus workouts, that would be like the booty focus workout or the abs focus workout. And then there's a space where you can write in your transformers of how many you did in those minutes and then how you feel. You'll notice if you're doing To Be Mindset, this is kind of similar where it talks about how do you feel today? What do you ate for breakfast, lunch, whatever. And then there's a place where you can track your containers if you want to as you go. This is what the bottom of that sheet looks like. So here's the top of the sheet. I had to break it into 2 slides though. Did you get your Shakeology in? Did you do any performance, energize, hydrate, recharge? Man, I'm missing one. I'm losing it. How much water you got, if you did any coffee or tea, if you laughed, which I love, sleep, and then a Sean formation. And every day has a different Sean formation. You'll know Shaun T is super all about mindset. So my favorite part of this, though, was the daily challenges. And then how did I conquer them? I don't have my sheets. I wish I had mine. I should have showed you guys some of mine. Some of my daily challenges were like, man, Rhett slept horribly last night. And then how did I conquer them? I talked about like how I was going to mentally overcome that, and these daily challenges are going to be so fun for our challenge groups and for those people to share, what's your daily challenge today? How are you going to conquer that daily challenge? Because you'll probably find that your daily challenges aren't always food. Most of mine were, my mindset or what was going on in our family or whatever it was going on that day. Okay, here's where I was talking about the transformers. So I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. Oh my goodness, that's so much better. I'm so sorry, you guys. I should have had it this big the whole time. Okay, so here is what the wall calendar tracker looks like. You'll notice that there are T1 means transformer. So it's the first 1 minute that you're kind of doing a challenge, the second 1 minute challenge, the third 1 minute. I love the names of each workout: burn, faster, stronger. My favorite day was stronger. I don't know. There's just a lot more. It moves a little slower and it's a lot more strength. Balance was very slow and more about like stretching and things like that, which you needed in this program. But yeah, that's what that, and these are going to come in the bundle as like this really big dry erase board, like not a board, but a dry erase like sheet of paper that you can mark with a dry erase marker, and you can erase it and add to it, which I think is really cool. I've never seen that before. Okay, so someone asked, who is this for? Get rid of the excuses. If you are busy, get rid of that. This is for busy people. Those 20 minutes, they fly by. They go by so fast, and there is a countdown. At first, for the first couple of weeks, there was no countdown. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Anybody that's needing a mindset change, this is very big on he's constantly showing filling your mind with positivity and all those things. If they need an all over body transformation, it handles the entire body, your abs, your legs, your upper body, your booty, all that. I would say it's more of a medium to advanced level though. And the reason I say that is you do hold a plank a decent amount. So you are holding a plank quite a bit. You're holding a plank, walking across the step, walking down the step, walking up the step. And then you do have to step up on the step and step down. Although there are modifications, they are recording a low impact modification, but there's also within the video, there is a one without the step. Okay, so if you don't have the step, or if your challengers do not have a step, they can still do it. Whenever we were in Vegas, I did not bring my step with me, and the workouts were still intense. Although I do not recommend this. If you're going to be working the business, you need to be using the programs as they were designed. And this is designed to use a step. And by golly, your lower body will feel the step. I promise. But it's only 20 minutes. That's what I always told myself. It's only 20 minutes. I can do 20 minutes.
Probably going to be expensive though.
Okay. So
talking about
how I'm going to shift kind of in how we're going to be promoting this. There is a group that I started, and I will share this group with you guys in the Spirit and Spunk Tribe. But the whole purpose of this Facebook group is to share value. Okay, so I don't want it to just be information about Transform 20. I want people to know that you get more than just a program. You get us as coaches, which if you're not selling yourself as an asset, you need to start selling yourself, because you are the greatest asset in your business. These programs are like the icing on the cake. You are the one that is the person they should be paying $160 for, which I don't know what the prices of these packages are yet. So I will share that later. We're going to share some recipes that fit, free workouts, motivation, tips for Thanksgiving coming up, and Christmas, that'll be later on. Transformation stories. I've got so many great before and afters, but also I want us to share our transformations from being in groups or using Shakeology or whatever it might be. And then just the coolest thing is that they're going to make connections with other women like themselves and us. So I'm going to really try to focus this group on like, hey, connect with someone like you, and just really try to get them. I am going to recommend that you guys I want us to do a team-wide, and if it doesn't work, totally understand, but I want us to do a team-wide Sean Week, November 26th, so that's the Monday after Thanksgiving, through December 1st, which is that Saturday. I think it'll create unity within our team. It'll create even more excitement for this program. You can talk about how the other girls on your team are doing this also, but I also am going to be doing a you versus you challenge. So I talked about those transformers, their 1-minute challenges. Well, I'm going to, within this Facebook group, have them do 1-minute challenges. So on Monday, it might be a minute of squats. And every Monday, we're going to do that 1 minute. And I want them to record and write it down so they get used to that, because that's a big part of the program, is writing down their transformer. And for me, oh my gosh, I loved transformers because you like kill yourself for 1 minute and then you get a break. You get to go write down your number, which to me, I was like, oh, if you work out with us in the morning, you probably see me like stumbling to go write my number down and try to get started again, because he doesn't give you breaks, but it's only 20 minutes. That's what I always tell myself. So we're going to do that within this launch group. This is not the actual challenge group. This is more of like information, get potential challengers super excited and get them to feel our community and what we're all about. Okay. I know I have more. Hold on. It's not letting me go to the next slide. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, here we go. So how to launch a new program. Here would be my suggestions. I think that you should complete a Shaun T program, even if it is Sean Week. Okay. So even if you are like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to do T25 or Insanity or Insanity Max 30. If you don't want to do one of the longer programs, commit to doing Sean Week. And when I mean commit, I mean take your before and afters, share the journey. So share your food prep for Sean Week. Share your fears. Oh my gosh, like I am not a Shaun T kind of person. So I would be talking about, I hate jumping. And I know that Shaun T is going to make us jump. Or I would talk about what I am excited about. I know that people that have done his programs get great results and they fall in love with him as a trainer. Share workout clips on your Instagram stories, how those workouts made you feel. So like literally get your phone and talk to your phone about how you feel after that workout and be real, be honest. If you hated it, talk about how you hated it. I hated day 1 of Transform 20. And then I loved day 2 because I knew what to expect, but the unexpected made me so nervous. What you thought before you started, what you think after the program. Share those before and afters from the test group. So I am going to be adding in before and afters to our Spirit and Spunk Tribe album, Transform 20. So anything that is on Google, anything that I share, you can share. They don't have to be our teams. That's what I did with 80 Day Obsession. I found before and afters that matched most of the girls that I work with. And most of the girls I work with, they need to lose about 10 pounds. And that is it. So they want to take, kind of fluffy to like really firm. They want to get abs. They want those types of things. If that's not your kind of people, don't share those before and afters. So find the befores of the people that match your kind of niche market. And your niche market is going to be who you are or where you were when you started. Okay, share why you want to do this. Be really specific about why you want to do Transform 20. Maybe it's because you've never done a Shanti program. Maybe it's because you only have 20 minutes because you've got busy stuff going on. Publicly invite in your stories. And right now, what you can be inviting to is a free group, because our tribe Transform in 20 group is free. Okay, so how awesome is that? Invite in your post, invite in your private conversations. This goes on sale in like 3 weeks. Like, we can definitely start inviting to it. Create some urgency. So there's 10 spots left. This is an exclusive test group. We're all doing this together. This is the only time that you're going to do this program. So create that kind of, you need to do this right now. Now's the time to join. Okay. And for some reason, it is not letting me get out, and it's not letting me go to the next slide. There we go. Okay, so one thing I do want you guys to do, though, is have a way to track who joins that kind of launch group, the Transform 20 free group. You can either create a form, which I'll share what my form looks like, or you can just have a list. But do not just give them a link to the group, because there's going to be hundreds of women and you're not going to know who joined and who didn't join. That's yours. Make sure that you only add women who you have permission to add. Tag them in posts you want them to see with a comment or question. My pet peeve is when people just like tag people and they don't have any kind of comment with it. So if you're going to tag someone, say, hey, Meg Seals, check out, check out this transformer. What did you, or how'd you do today? Or something like that. Like, add some like thought into if you're going to tag people in a post. Continue a one-on-one conversation. So if someone is in that test, in that free group, you should be having a conversation one-on-one with them. And don't only talk about health and fitness. Ask them about, if I have people who are new moms, I'm going to be talking to them about their kids and how was sleeping last night? And, is he teething too? I'm going to be talking about things that we have in common. You need to be active in the group so they see you as a leader. So even if you are not posting, the daily post, you need to be commenting. You need to be engaged in that free group so that other people can be, so they can see you as someone who they can look. So a couple of things to think about. People commit. People are going to do this program with you if you have created excitement. There is so much fear of missing out because it is real time, because everybody's doing it together. Also, people commit if you address a pain point. So think about, what were your pain points? What did you struggle with before you got started, and start talking about those more. If they feel emotionally connected to you and if they trust you. So how did you used to feel? How do you feel now? So talk about feelings whenever you're talking about those pain points. Don't just say like, oh man, I didn't have energy. Well, you didn't have energy and it caused you to be frustrated and made you feel like you were missing out on, important parts of your life. That's what's going to connect people to you. Okay, so here is what my messaging is going to be looking like. I am going to be hitting on, and I want you guys to do this. So who do you want to help? And then what stories are going to address that? So I'm going to be trying to help brand new postpartum moms, because that's where I am, ready to gain energy and confidence. Busy young professionals looking for simple, yet they have little time. I love working with former athletes because, I don't know, they just always show up. They want to feel strong and athletic again. Women who want to take their fitness to the next level, really tone up their core, lift their booty, tone out their legs in minimal time at home. If this is not you, don't be marketing to these people, but this is who I love working with. And so these are the people I'm going to try to talk to when I make posts or whenever I'm talking about this program. So part of my story, I'm not going to go over this, but I want you to write about like go to what is your story. So what did you used to do and what do you do now? So I used to spend hours in the gym. Now only 20 minutes. And I have abs post baby. I used to only work out a couple days a week. Now I'm finishing programs that are 6 days a week. So think about those kinds of things. What parts of your story that you can hit on? Sorry, hold on. There we go. So what are the parts of your story that you can hit on that are going to fit with this program or that you've just overcome? So with that, I'm going to check out your guys' questions. If you have any questions, definitely get off mute and you can go ahead and ask them.
So if this is for like the week right after Thanksgiving, that's when we're doing this for like everybody, right?
So I'm going to open up the actual free group. It's actually opened up right now. So you guys can join. I recommend you joining and introducing yourself. I have like a welcome post,
Okay.
but I'm going to actually start adding value next Monday. Okay. The doing Sean Week as a team, what I would love to do if it works out for you. If you're in the middle of a program, don't feel like you have to stop your program just to do Sean Week. But if you're kind of finishing up a program, or some of you guys I know are getting a little bored with Lift 4, I've heard, do a week of Sean Week and explain to your followers, tell them like, hey, I know I'm in the middle of the program, but my team is doing this and I have, like I really want to do this with my team. So, create that excitement, just explain. But the Sean Week is the week after Thanksgiving. The free group, we're going to open up next Monday. So you can start adding people to that free group is what I'm saying. Okay.
And then what are you doing exactly, like all in the free group? Like what program are you going to be talking about? Or are you just going to be talking about Sean Week? Or are you going to be focusing on the nutrition? I think that's what I'm kind of confused about.
Oh, so it's going to be for Transform 20. Let's be real. But I'm not going to be just talking about how much Transform 20 cost and the fact that it's only 6 days a week. Like, people don't join groups just to learn information. They want value. So what I'm saying is it's going to be engaging. It's going to be things that they can take and learn from, so they get like just a peek of what a challenge group looks like. Does that make sense? So they're going to get like a little taste of a challenge group, so that hopefully they'll be like, oh my gosh, like they gave me all of this value for free. What are they going to give me whenever I buy an actual program? Does that make sense? So yes, everything's going to be hitting on Transform 20. The recipes I share are going to be, Transform 20 approved. The things that are in there are going to be all geared towards that. Does that clear it up?
Yes, thanks.
No problem. Emily, yes, the journals, trackers, notebooks, you're going to love this one. It's so cute. It is really cute.
Hey, Megan, do you know if they are going to release like how with Lift 4 they did like the free preview?
Lauren, I have not. I tried to look, and I know he said something about that, but I could not find the date.
Okay.
So my answer is yes. I would imagine they will have that free workout, but I don't know much more information. They haven't given us much information about this program. Like, I don't even know the pricing of the packages. I don't even know the different packages. I don't know what the secret is.
I would assume it's going to be a lot more because of the step and all the other stuff we're going to get, because Lift 4 was 180 and then they had that promotion, but I would assume it's going to be like 200.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Just the step, I'm assuming, the shipping and all of that. I mean, that's probably going to be up there.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what the shipping is going to cost for a big old step. Okay, so how do we as coaches get VIP access on December 4th? Okay, so you will not get to do the program until January 14th. Nobody gets to do the program until January 14th, okay? You can purchase the program and your step and all of that stuff on December 4th. So if you want if you have your own step, or you're going to go get your own step and you just want the workout, like the VIP early access, I think the like Live 4 was like $25, something like that. I forget what the price was. But you can get like just the digital access if you want that. But if you're like me, like I want the book that goes along with it. I want the goods. I want my tracker, and those types of things. You can print those off just like anything else on Beachbody On Demand. But if you want like this stuff, I'm sure there'll be a bundle that just comes with like the accessories. And that can be purchased on December 4th. Free week is next Monday. Yeah, we'll start. It's not a free week. We're going to go for sure until December 4th, probably until we actually launch. So I want this free group to be ongoing so that we can like create this excitement until we get started is basically what I'm wanting it to be. Okay, go ahead.
So just like to go off of that. So this could be for people who are like interested but haven't like purchased a challenge pack, and then we keep it going in hopes so that they would in December.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's just kind of what I need to know. Thank you.
Yeah, but it is going to be geared towards Transform 20. Okay, so just so you know that. It's not going to be like, hey, come and just learn about all of our programs. Like this is going to be very program focused. Okay, when advertising for the group, do we talk about Shaun T as a trainer or do we leave his name out to promote curiosity? Oh, great question. Okay, so I have struggled with this just because Shaun T is such a well-known guy and he hasn't come out with a new program in a while. And so I think it kind of depends on like, how do you run your business? Like, do you talk about the names of the programs and do you use the names of the trainers or do you not, and I don't think there's a right or a wrong. I wouldn't be just blabbing Transform 20. Like you need to make it personal to you and to your kind of people. So I'm going to be hitting on the fact that it's 20 minutes. I'm going to be hitting on that, I got abs during it. And that is something that a lot of women come to me looking for, is to chisel out their core. I'm going to be talking about the fact that I can still follow my food-focused Fit Tribe eating plan while I'm doing this. So think about what about this program is interesting to you, and that's what you need to hit on more than the names of everything. If you want to throw out the name Shaun T out there, by golly, go for it, because people are going to be attracted to just being a Shaun T program, honestly. Will this be a hard program for a new challenger since you said it was medium? Depends on the new challenger's level. I have girls coming to me that have been to the gym and do things like that. It can be modified. The only thing I would think of if someone has like shoulder problems or if someone has a significant amount of weight. But you guys, there were some people in the challenge groups. I'm going to share some photos. There are some people in there that, probably I would say 300, 350 pounds, and they were doing this program, so don't in your mind think that someone can't do it automatic. Like, do not write anybody off unless they tell you, I have problems with this or that or something like that. But there is a decent amount of balance work on there. But I think any workout program can be modified. I think that, I had girls finishing 80-day obsession that I thought would never finish it. And I that's my fault. I shouldn't be thinking that as a coach, and neither should you. A lot of space required for this program. I wouldn't say there's more than any other program needed. Catherine, I don't know, watch some of my Instagram stories each day. Go watch my Instagram story and see. I kind of like, okay, I don't know if you can see the space right here. There's not a whole lot of space there. And I've done it there. I just kind of moved the step around when I needed it.
Yeah. My main reason for asking that was in February, I'm like going out of town for 5 weeks. So I'm just trying to kind of get an idea of like how it's going to work, because I'm basically bringing my life with me since I'm going to be gone for so long.
Yeah,
so
you can make it work.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, you can make it work. Doing work as a whole group with free workouts, how does that work if they haven't purchased a challenge pack? So I've gone with this. I think, Chelsea, what I'm going to do, I was trying to get us to all do Sean Week at the same time together. People can do the workouts with us, but I think I've decided not to do that because it's going to be a logistic nightmare, and I don't even know if we're actually supposed to do that. So if there is a free workout like Lauren talked about, yes, like we will put out that free workout. People can try out the workout. Maybe we'll even have some times where like we can all do the workout together. But what I'm going to be doing with the workouts is more of like what I talked about, the transformers, where like on Monday, we're all going to do our 1-minute squats and kind of share, what our transformer number was, and, kind of talk about, did you beat your number from last week and that type of thing, rather than everybody doing the same workout together. Okay. What other questions? These are great, though. You guys are doing so good. Asking questions.
I'll do okay, so I just want to clarify, and this may be silly, but I don't care. Okay, so I just want to make sure this free group that we will be running is open to ladies who have, or men too, but who have never purchased a challenge pack, but can also be open to like people that are in our challenge groups right now, but that may want to learn more about this, and that way we can sell them that VIP access, that sort of thing as well. Okay.
Yes.
Just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
Just because we've talked a lot about new people and getting them, but we can add those ladies that we already have now because they can purchase that VIP access, and this is the place to learn all about it. So
yes,
okay.
Yes. I haven't wrapped my brain around this group yet, to be honest with you. It's kind of a work in progress. So once I have a clear, like, here's what we're going to be sharing on each day, I will share that with the team. But yes, and potential coaches. I think, starting a new program, like I have so many girls, they finished Lift 4 and they were ready to coach because they felt confident because they did a program together with everybody. And there's something so magical about doing a program all together. So I love that. And I will have my challenge group open to those that don't have a program specific one to do. But I'll be holding your booty to the fire, and you better be showing up every day. So if you are doing just a 21-day group, but you have girls that want to do Transform 20 with other people doing Transform 20, but you're not doing that program specific group, you're allowed to add them to mine, but and you're allowed to be a part of that, but you need to be showing up. That's all there is to it. And I am totally okay with excusing people from a group that do not show up. That does not bother me at all. Okay, what other questions? Yes, you do have to plank and walk. You have to plank on your hands and walk on your hands. Recover. Yes, I forgot recover. Sorry. Yeah, Elena, I never did Insanity, so I'm not sure about the fit test, but I'd imagine if you are trying to beat your number every week, that's what it is. Okay. Seems like we've got all questions answered. Definitely ask in Spirit and Spunk Tribe if you have questions coming up. I will share the link to the free group that we keep talking about that you guys can add yourself to. Once again, do not just add people to that group without their permission. Like, don't just be like, oh yeah, we talked in, last May. I'm sure they want to be in this group. No, we need to have a conversation with them beforehand. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being on. Hopefully you guys have an awesome rest of the evening, and I'll talk to you later. See ya. Yeah, I'll do the slides also.